this particular, so I'm correct about all of the players, all of the characters in this drama. The landlord owns the building and operates the laundry?
Correct.
Okay, perfect. And you have full scope and course to negotiate, I assume. My questions are fairly simple. And, you know, I can't help but try to toot our horn just for a moment because you don't know us. We provide a bright, shiny, brilliant laundry. I mean, I don't have to go over what's happening here, the hours of operation, et cetera. When I see the store closing on Sunday at 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I kind of know what's happening, but I don't make any assumptions. It is our intention not to limp the place along, but obviously fill it with shiny new equipment. That's all the business is. It's not sexy. It's not glamorous. You know, frankly, no laundromat is going to make me rich, but if you have enough stores, you tend to do well. My questions are simple. And don't forget, try not to hurt us on rent because we do have that debt service, and I do retool the store every 7 years. That's our modus operandi. Mm-hmm. What is the exact square footage, and what's your asking rate on a 15-year term?
Let's see here. This one was... Bear with me if I'm looking up the...
Sure.
So the laundry is 1,783 square feet.
So on the smaller side of our footprint, but I can live with that. My guess was 1,800. I'm pretty close.
Yeah. They never ventured into a lease on this, but they just said, you know, if they're willing to do a longer-term lease, just make an offer. They prefer it to be, of course, a triple net, so
sure.
You know, the rent plus.
I can't turn the hands of time back. I prefer gross rates. I still get those from some mom and pop landlords.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I understand that totally.
So what's your ask?
I mean, I don't have an ask. What I would do is maybe if I went in on them and said,
I'm going to write you an LOI for 80 cents a square foot, and you know, for us, again, it may or may not seem crazy, but it's a laundromat. Mm-hmm. We make half our money on, you know, you're the judge here. I'm just pleading my case to the jury.
Let's start it up.
Sure. We have. Why am I calling you? Let me ask you a question first. Why am I intrigued by this space?
Why are you intrigued by the space?
Right.
I don't know. You must see something in it.
Well, I like asking that question so that we all, again, understand the dramatic players here. While the world is certainly a stage, here's the thing. I'm after infrastructure, brother. That's it. It's not about 30,000 cars per afternoon. It's not about the signage or the frontage or all the other terms we use in real estate. As you might guess, I have some commercial properties myself. Mm-hmm. I'm after infrastructure, and it's there. I don't want to spend 60, 70 grand on gas, water, and electric. So we come in, we plug in new equipment. I'm going to spend $212,000 on washers and dryers. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to sit and wait to recoup that cost. That will take me years. Going to write the LOI for 80 cents a square. The landlord gave it a good try. I'm going to make a wild guess, roll the dice here. They obtained the store for nothing and flipped the sign to open and operated it. I see this all the time. Mm-hmm. No landlord, maybe a dentist, God forbid, drops dead, and the landlord doesn't walk in and go, look at all these spit sinks and drills. Let's turn the sign to open and run this place. How hard could it be? But they do that with laundromats. You know, it's kind of humorous to me. If you don't take it seriously and you don't really know, it is what it is. Mm-hmm. God forbid. We all know how McDonald's works. They sell billions of shitty hamburgers. All we do is resell gas, water, and electric. So we'll write it for 80 cents a square. Whether it's good, bad, or indifferent, reach out and let me know. I'm not asking for 80 to get to $1. I know where I need to operate. And then you're collecting, what is it, 300 grand over 15 years. Not bad. A little bit of revenue. Or shit, vanilla the space. Get rid of all the equipment. and try to stick an optometrist in there. You're not going to hurt my feelings. At this point, I'm not bleeding anything, blood, sweat, or tears. When I start bleeding ink, I get concerned.
Uh-huh. Okay, so $80 per square foot in 15 years. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
What's the best email address? Perfect. Rent abatement. What type of rent abatement does this landlord not freak out about?
He owns a shopping center in Sarasota, and I think I got 2 months up front on that one. Yeah.
Now let me. I know that you're my advocate in this, and you're going to go back. And we normally ask for 12. That again, here's the thing. Every consumer that was using this laundromat has tried to find another location, and a lot of them have. So for us, I'll use the McDonald's analogy. If we open day one, we got a line of soccer moms with the shorties in the back seat. Day one. This is a laundromat. It's very slow bringing the consumer back. Let me write it for 6 months of abatement and see what we can do. I'm also going to see what the AC. I'm going to go back in, scope it out, see what the AC looks like, et cetera. And I'm not trying to ask for the moon and the stars. I'm asking for what we need to be successful. I want to make money. You want to collect rent. And it's not a partnership, you know. We're just helping each other out in the beginning. I like your style, Adam. Let me fire you off an LOI, and let's circle back and get this done.
Okay, sounds great.
Thanks, brother. Cheers.
Yep. Talk to you.
What do you think?
What do they think?
What do you think?
That was great.
That's all I get. That was great.
No, that was pretty good, man. I like how you negotiated with him. You did you did really good, you know. And you were in control of that call, and the guy was just pretty much listening to you and agreeing with you, you know.
Well, thanks. You know, when it comes to rent abatement and things of that nature, you can just ask or you can tell. And I think for me, it's a combination of both. Having done this for 15 years, you know, I'm going to say, look, what does the landlord typically give? And he's, well, 2 months. Right then and there, you know, you have 2 months of free rent. Right then, without even asking. But then I'm going to say, well, it's different because it's a laundromat. That's how all of this works. And they know that we are the experts. Now, Adam is going to be relaying everything to the landlord, so we need to plead our case in a very good way. I'm going to send you the LOI and an explanation of how to fill it out. I'll expect to have it back in my inbox by tomorrow.
Okay.
It's very simple. Go through it line by line. Does this place have air conditioning? That's up to you. Fill out the LOI and send it back. Don't lose any sleep over this. We're not there yet. You don't own this store quite yet.
Okay.
Thanks, Jason.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Cheers.